Hello everybody and welcome back to Maximus. Today we are going to be testing out Poseidon using my build tips for Poseidon, the boon guide that just came on out. Now I actually have grown to really enjoy Poseidon as I have been getting more familiar with using him, but I need to record some footage of the sword in order to finish my boon guide. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, I'm going to be playing on 2 heat as well because I need to beat the game at 2 heat in order to unlock the next set of bounties. So this is going to show you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of the higher difficulty of the game. And I'm also taking a max rank Nemesis blade, the aspect of Nemesis, whatever you want to call it. I call it the Nemesis blade. And as you can see, after I use my special attack, I get a 30% chance to inflict a critical hit on my basic attacks. So basically this means that I'm going to be looking for Poseidon on my special attack, as well as my dash and my cast and all that. And then my basic attack, because it does a critical hit, it's actually better for me to take an increase to damage on it. So Demeter would be ideal. Artemis is okay, you get a 50% crit chance. But really what I want is boons that are going to actually increase the base damage that my base attack does. And if I can find something from Chaos that's also going to do that, it's going to be a big help as well. So that's sort of my build strategy, is rely on the critical hits from the sword and some damage buffs to really handle bosses, and use Poseidon to help me clear rooms pretty easily while getting a decent amount of farm in as well. For my 2 heat conditions, I am taking Jury Summons, which means I'm going to face 20% more enemies, and the Calisthenics program, which is they just have a little bit more life, which should be more than enough for this. And yeah, I just need to get through this. Oh, well, I'm playing with a little bit more heat than I necessarily need, but whatever, it'll all be fine. Okay, Poseidon, show me something good, please. Theseus. I sure have the power to defeat them. You're damn right, Uncle. There we go. Tempest Flourish right off the bat. That's perfect. Now, something to be said about Poseidon is he does actually give you the 3rd highest increase to your base damage out of all the gods that are currently available. But again, as you'll see on my boon guide for him, his basic strike isn't very good on the sword because the sword does really quick attacks, and it's only the 3rd strike that really inflicts knockback. So it's not very useful to take Tempest Strike on the sword, but Tempest Flourish is still a decent option. So that's definitely what we're going to be taking. I'm going to go ahead and just get these gold pots over here, and then boom, and boom. Nice and easy. And we got Chaos right away. I don't need that heart, so we're definitely going to go see Chaos. If I can, again, I'm looking for like a basic attack boon increase. Would be really good. Let's see what Chaos has for me here. Ooh, that's some good farm, get some good cast, or we get more dash strike damage. I'm gonna re-roll this. So I am using a pretty high level Zagreus here. After I'm done this, I'll show you all my abilities. Backstab, special damage, or more farm. So I've also taken... there's 2 abilities that heal you in this game, and it's the 3 health per chamber at max rank. I think it's Chthonic Vitality, and then there's also Dark Vitality, I think is the other one, which heals you for up to 60% of darkness collected. So if I take Slothful Eclipse here, that basically means that I'm going to be healing a lot whenever I collect darkness, which is very useful. Abyssal Ambush is pretty good for taking out bosses and the like, and I don't really want... Yeah, I don't really want special damage, so that's not on the table. For the sake of my farm and healing, I'm going to take the Slothful Eclipse. I think I can deal with a reduced movement speed. It's going to be tough because I got the sword, but I think I'll be okay. Oh, and I didn't bother to show you guys my abilities, my bad. And I'm using the single dash, I'm not using the double dash, and you can see I'm just using Poseidon, bully them against the walls. Of course, the normal attack does not do enough damage to kill in one hit, but since I got Poseidon, I'm positioning myself by the wall to make sure that I get in there Oh, maybe it does kill in one hit. Just making sure I get in there so that I can slam them against the wall and make sure that they actually die. And here we go, we got our first little bit of darkness here. I haven't taken any hits, but farming is always good. Boom. You know what? I don't think I've actually done a basic attack just yet, because this does enough damage on its own that I can just use this and get through this. Boom. A little bit of knockback damage there. Boom. Oh, I'm so slow. I'm so slow. Oh, there we go. I took a little bit of damage. Actually, I forgot that I went into the Chaos Gate, so yeah. I healed 5, healed 6 there, I think, and I got 5 bonus. And there's Demeter. Perfect. That's exactly who we want. If I can, I'd like to get her on the basic attack. That would be the ideal for this. I could also, her cast would also be good, because I've got a nice chance of getting duo boons. I've got the duo boon trait as well. So, I think that her and Poseidon have a really good cast duo boon that I would not mind picking up at all. There we go. And dupe, and dead. There we go. And that nice little bit of crit chance coming in, give me a hand there as well. Ah, oh, geez, that's awful. That's awful. Ooh, okay, that's... I don't need that just yet. So here, I'm going to re-roll this. Let's see if I get anything a little bit better. That's not bad. There's the cast attack. But you know what? I think I'm going to take Frozen Touch. It's a good little revenge ability. And it's going to be a nice little buff. Well, we got the shop here. A little bit of healing. Ooh, some darkness. So again, I think that the darkness heal is a lot better than the chthonic heal, because it means that you can get stuff like this tinge of Erebus, and it gives you bonus darkness, and you get healing from it. So it's also just a cheap way to heal, which I very much appreciate. Ooh, and another Demeter, so we get a second chance at getting a solid boon from her. And there we go. Oh, that was a bad hit on the trap from me. And you notice, I still haven't stopped to show you the build. After this, I promise, guys, I'm going to show you the build. I promise I'm going to show you the build after this. Okay. And so we got a nice little upgrade from Chaos as well. So, yeah, I've got Shadow Presence at max rank, Dark Generation, that's what that's called. I think that's the better healing option. Death Defiance, I prefer this one over the Every Room one. I think it's more useful when you get to the final boss, because you should have 3 revives by the time you get there. I've got Greater Reflex as well, because on the sword it's very important to close quickly. I actually really like the other reflex option, but not so much on the sword, because I find having a double dash is just really important for getting close and doing damage. Abyssal Blood I really like as an option just to slow down the final boss. Infernal Soul, because I'm using the sword, it's more important for me to have good, high, quick burst damage. So I usually take the bonus casts instead of the Abyssal Soul, which just gives you a regenning cast shard, which I like it more on weapons with a little bit more range to them. I like Golden Touch just because I find if I remember I have it, for one thing, I have to remember I have it, I get a nice little boost on gold. Extra health, always good. Because I knew I was going to be taking Poseidon and Demeter as my mains, I wanted to take this because a 20% damage increase for 2 status curse effects is pretty easy. And then I've got increased chance for a boon to be rare, increased chance for legendary and duo boons, and then Fated Persuasion, which I've already used both opportunities of. But whenever I collect a key, I'm also going to get... oh, that's not bad. Whenever I get a key, I'm also going to get more rolls of that. So here I'm going to pick up the Rare Crystal Beam. It's not as rare as I really wanted it to be, but it's the best one there. And now I can do this, which is pretty sick. It's pretty handy. So let's just do that right away. And we'll just get a bunch of beams of death going right away. It's not so useful against these numbskulls, but against bosses, against any big, tougher enemies, it is one of the better casts in the game, in my opinion. Boom, and boom. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. And finish you off. Get these 2 numbskulls out of the way here. And just continue clearing my path through Tartarus. Nice and easy. Now, obviously, another Demeter. Jeez, we're going pretty heavy into Demeter. I could really use her basic attack from this one. So here, There we go. And, ooh, I'm not getting many crits going on. There we go, there's a nice one. And I should be able to slam this guy into walls just continuously. There we go. So you can see that does quite a nice chunk of damage when you can actually hit them against the wall. There we go. And against the wall, and against the wall, and against the wall. It actually seems to do... it's hard to tell how much damage the wall slam does consistently. There's that frost strike. That's nice. Ooh. Ooh, there's a couple really good ones, though. I think... frost strike, huh? You know what? I think... Yeah, I'm gonna try again the frost strike. I might take the option to get a different upgrade when you know, I encounter someone else. Maybe I'll get offered a heroic boon in return for it or some such. And you'll see I get 1 faded persuasion back here, which is always very nice. A little bit of healing as well. And no gold urns in this one. Kairon shop, don't need it, so let's go get another key, and this is going to get us another faded reroll, which is going to help us find more rare buffs, which is what we really want. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So yeah, like I said, I prefer taking the Infernal Soul over the Stygian Soul with the sword, because you see, it just means that you can do a lot of burst damage from range, which with the sword is a little bit more important than with other abilities where maybe you can make it up by doing other things, or where the 3-second recharge time is actually pretty effective. So with something like the Artemis cast, it can be really helpful to have the Stygian Soul, because you basically have a really solid... sorry, I had to figure out what the heck was going on there for a second. You get a really solid... you get a solid ability that does a lot of damage from range, which is very handy on a lot of weapons. I find that it's not as good on the sword, again, just because I find with the sword, I'm trying to move around a lot more, I'm trying to get right up in the face of the enemy, and there's not as much time to get the cast down, so it's more important for me to have decent amounts of burst damage in this case. Oh, I didn't even realize this was a timed room. I should have been paying more attention to that. Otherwise, I probably would have been dashing a lot more to try and escape these guys. But I can kill them as well. That works as well. Always happy to inflict death. So something that's an important mechanic for when you're trying to use Poseidon is that there's actually 2 different wall slams that you can do. There's the regular wall slam, and then there's... what do I want to level up here? I think I'm going to level up Frost Strike out of these. There's the regular wall slam, and then if you slam them into a corner, you actually inflict a cornered wall slam, which does even more damage whenever you slam them into a wall. So it's very effective and very important to know all the different maneuvers that are available to you. Like I say in the boon, Poseidon is one, not the boon guide. Poseidon is one of the harder gods to use because he does rely on player skill and positioning. But to make up for that, his basic abilities do a ton of damage. And again, it can be really, really effective. I don't have very much money going into this. It can be really effective to just continually slam enemies into walls and take advantage of that. So yeah, we're right before the boss here. We're gonna take a... Oh, Hermes. I think I can survive without the Hermes boon. We're gonna take Poseidon here and hope for... Hydraulic Might's not that good. Breaking Wave is super good. I love Breaking Wave. It's one of my favorite abilities from him. But we got a lot of these rerolls, so let's reroll here, see if we can get something a little bit more valuable, and that is worse. So much worse. We're going to take Wave Pounding here, just because, one, as I mentioned in the boon guide, Poseidon's big weakness is against bosses, because he doesn't have... You can't knock bosses back, they're immune to knockback. And that little bit of bonus damage really assists in this. Hi, it's a Symphony. You really did say Murderzer, didn't you? Murderzer! Ah, so close to Zagreus. I have fought Tisiphone so many times, and it's actually kind of cool to see that, like, she only ever says murder, of course. That's kind of her whole shtick. And it's cool to see, like, that little bit of progression. I really appreciate that about Supergiant, is that they add little bits of progression to other gameplay elements that otherwise wouldn't have them. Let's go ahead and get these crystal beams down and get a little bit more DPS on her here. It's just nice, awesome little character details like that that really just sets Supergiant apart, in my opinion, from other game developers that wouldn't care about stuff like that as much. And really, I really appreciate a lot of story in games, even though I'm a roguelike player mostly. Like, that's sort of my bread and butter, is going and playing roguelikes. But I just got stunned there. I really appreciate the little bits of story that game developers can put into stories. I love reading fantasy and stuff, so anytime that there's like good character development or good story is what I would call it, honestly. It really adds a lot to the game for me, and I really appreciate it, which is why games like Pyre, obviously, pretty much anything by Supergiant has like an amazing balance of gameplay versus story, which I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Asphodel and die. Yeah, that's me. So we've got a lot of Demeter boons here, so I'm actually gonna hold on to the conch shell, I think. Not too worried about taking any boosts. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that so far. Chaos Gate ahead. We could try and roll for a good Chaos Gate again. So let's yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. No, nothing there I want to get rid of. So, the first room in Asphodel here, it seems to have a really high chance of offering you a Hermes boon as the first reward, which I really like taking Hermes whenever I can, which is why I was kind of hesitant to take a Chaos Gate. Oh, a Daedalus Hammer. Ah, Oh, that's tough. That's really tough. I already paid money for this. Oh, I'm gonna try the Chaos Gate. I paid money. I gotta get my money's worth. I really want that Daedalus Hammer. I hope it shows up later and that I can afford it. Come on. Give me something good, Chaos. Chaos, I need something good to make up for that. That really hurt. That really hurt me. That's not bad. I'm not reliant on my cast that much. Or I could get improved boons. It's kind of late for that at this point. Pretty much every boon I'm going to be offered is already going to be rare, and I've got a lot of other things from that. So I'm going to do this, because that is going to make my cast damage absolutely ridiculous. I just got to remember not to use my cast for a few levels here. Right. So Poseidon's boons, I think, are actually really effective on Asphodel here. Because it's really easy to launch enemies into the lava, which is super useful. Like, look at how much damage. That was 60 damage right there, really quick. And it's really easy to do, because obviously there's a lot of lava around here. So, there we go. Just pushing guys around. And you can see it allows me to kind of break enemies up and keep myself with a nice little bit of distance from everybody so that I don't get overwhelmed. So Zeus or a Centaur Heart, I'm gonna take Zeus. Centaur Hearts are pretty low on my chosen upgrade, preferred upgrade priority. I'll pretty much always take a God Boon instead. Ow, my god, that hurt. I've never been hit that severely by those attacks, actually. Go away, go away. There we go. There we go. And do that, stab you, and then do this. Try and... oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. I automatically started casting because he was far away, because like I said, with the sword, I like to use the cast to try and make up for the lack of range that I have. Get out of there. And then get him in the lava if I can. Get out of here. Get out of here. There we go. So he's in the lava and he's dead. Nice and easy. Like I said, Poseidon takes a little bit of... I don't want to say skill, more like awareness to make good use of. But he's very, very powerful when you have that. So he's in the magma, I can ignore him. Ooh, I didn't even notice that guy over there. There we go. And you can see I want to open most of the time with Poseidon anyway, which is letting me get my crits coming back really quick. Oh. Cool. Oh, I know that. So I just got I got access to the next level of the the adamant rail. It's one of those hidden, the fourth option in the upgrade tree for them. So I've got enough of these, I'm going to re-roll this. There's nothing there I really want. This is even worse. I guess I'll take Heaven's Vengeance here. I'd rather save my dash for something a little bit better than that. I don't really care for it. Nothing there I really want. Ooh, Artemis. Artemis is pretty solid with the blade, the Nemesis blade, Nemesine blade, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, the Witch's Circle. This is tough. I wish I had my cast here. So the one weakness of there we go. Get you against the wall there. The one weakness of Poseidon on this particular map is that the flying enemies obviously don't take damage from magma because they are flying, which is very inconvenient. But sort of a nice little passive buff with him is since he makes your special attack, seems to make it much wider, you can actually get rid of more projectiles a lot easier. This, ooh, wow, that hurt. This is one of the harder enemies to deal with on the sword, in my opinion. Yeah, see? Just because it's really hard to actually get at them with all the magma around. Which, there we go. I can bully her a little bit. In the smaller maps, this isn't as big a deal, but this particular elite enemy always spawns in this really wide arena, which is just a pain in the ass for the sword. There we go. But we get a nice Artemis boon, hopefully. Okay, which go, Artemis? Hunter Dash? That's okay. Yeah. It's okay. I think this does scale off of the critical chance from the Nemesis blade, so I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna try that. Let me just check the Nemesis blade here. Your attack. I think that'll work off the dash attack, and we get to level up again here. Power palms, they're slowly growing on me a little bit more, just because there's not actually that many ways to stack damage bonuses on your attacks. So they do actually add a little something something to your options. There we go, got him. I'm taking a lot of hits here. I can't wait for this Chaos Curse to be gone so I can start using my cast again, because that's really what's helping to restrict me here, and I'll just leave him over there. And I'll get this guy. There we go. Okay, where'd the other guy go? Where'd he go? I saw you. You jumped away. You didn't die. There you go. Okay, and then we'll just break all these guys up over here. So you can see, just continually breaking them up, because these white skeletons here, I think they're called bone breakers or something like that, they can be a big deal when they're in big groups like that, so it's very nice to be able to just separate them, launch them into walls, launch them into lava, and not really have to worry about them all that much. There we go. Power palm. Ooh. So here, let's get a better crystal beam. I think that'll be a good option here. And we get Hermes. Definitely going for Hermes over the money. Don't care about money all that much, but Hermes, always good. I've mentioned it before in some of these other longer gameplay guides, but he actually operates outside of the regular damage calculation. So his boosts, oh, I love it. See, being able to launch enemies around with Poseidon is just so useful from a positioning standpoint, especially with these tougher enemies. Getting to stick them in the lava is very useful. And obviously, just let him die over there. I could use some more Poseidon boons to make it a little bit more effective, but still doing some good work for me here, because these guys obviously don't jump into lava normally, but I can very easily knock them into it, which is super useful. And just let him die over there, and let him die over there. See, these blue guys, these blue berserkers are just awful, and I just remembered that I can use my cast again. And there's the second death defied. And let's see here. Let's get this guy dead. There we go. Yes, please, Hermes. Please give me something good. I could use some dodge. Could really use some good dodge here. Yeah, that wasn't anything I need. I'm going to use my last one here. It's definitely worth it to try and get better Hermes. So here I'm going to take the greater reflex. Having 4 dashes is actually super useful, super duper useful. And so I'm pretty sure this is the last stop before the boss, so I'm going to go see Charon here. I'm down to my last stroke of Death Defiance. So if I can, I'm going to heal here. I cannot. In that case, we're going to get a Zeus Boon. And we're going to go for, you know what, lightning reflexes with 4 dashes. That's now pretty good. I think it's going to be Zeus's Aid is what I'm going to go for. I'd kind of rather get Poseidon's Aid, so we're going to go for the lightning reflexes instead. I think I can probably survive this. The Hydra's not too bad. And with my casts, I'll be able to do a lot of burst damage to them without having to risk myself. And we got just the basic Bone Hydra here. No, he hasn't stopped me in a little while, actually. Just like that, we got a nice bit of DPS. Beautiful. So, and we'll just do some of this, and some of this. There we go. And, okay, 2 down. And we'll just get some beams on this guy over here. And he's dead. So the beams are doing quite a lot of damage and quite a lot of work at this point. So I can pretty safely just take care of this guy without having to worry too much. Okay, there we go. Now he's impervious, so we'll stick that guy over there. There we go. And doing this. And we'll get some more beams going. And we'll just come over here. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And of course, part of this is learning what the different Hydra attacks are and what they look like when they're about to do it. Which doesn't really take that much work. They're pretty simple. They've got like a charge attack. Boom. Ow. How did he hurt me there? I'm not really sure what just happened. And with that, we should... I'm just going to stay away while he's doing that. And you can see, again, cast is among one of the best options for dealing with bosses. So I really like chaining it with Poseidon, and if you take his sword aspect as well, it kind of helps with that because it knocks your shards loose. So for any casts like Artemis, Poseidon, I think that's the only... There's a few of them that actually do lodge in the enemy and do bonus damage from that. And it can be really useful to knock them free using the Poseidon aspect of the sword. So here we're going into Asphodel. Asphodel's pretty tough. So I might take something else here. What am I going to take? I don't really want the coin purse. You know what? I think I'm just going to stay the course here with... no, nothing there I want to get rid of. Stay the course here with Poseidon's boon. I know I'm not really taking... Not boon, keepsake. I'm not really taking a lot of advantage of keepsakes here, but that's not really the point of this, and I really just want to see how I can... Well, I've played a lot with Poseidon on the sword. I just want to show you guys that he is pretty dang useful on it. So we got Hermes. I really need a Daedalus Hammer. I haven't seen a Daedalus Hammer in a little bit. Let's just take stock of what we got. So we got Frost Strike level 2, Tempest Flourish, Crystal Beam, Hunter Dash. We got the aspect of Nemesis, Slothful Eclipse, which is helping me out with healing a lot. Frozen Touch is okay. Wave Pounding's doing a little bit of work. A little bit of bonus damage on the cast. And then some more general buffs. So from here, definitely going to take some Hermes. Definitely need some Hermes. Here, I could really use a solid Hermes buff. Could really use some movement speed, or some dodge would be good. Like really, an epic dodge, which gives 30% dodge chance, would be perfect right now. That would make it so that I have very few things to be concerned about in this run, because I actually am very low on defensive boons. Now that I think about it, I probably should have taken a Athena boon and really pushed to try and get some defense from her. So here I gotta focus on these butterfly balls a little bit. I guess I can do that. There we go. And we'll just do this. There we go. Beautiful. Done. And Hermes, please. Please, Hermes, give me something good. Yeah, let's go for the hyper sprint. We got enough dashes that this is kind of a pretty sweet combo. Ooh, and we got our first Infernal Trove. Yeah, I'll heal. I'll heal back. Again, the Dark Regeneration makes so that you can easily take these Darkness Troves with no concern, because you know you're going to heal up as soon as you're done, pretty much. So any hits I take here, I'm going to get back right away. There we go. We'll just go ahead and clean these guys up over here. And my cast is really helping me out here. There we go. So didn't even take a hit there, so we just got a free 120 darkness, basically. 299, actually. Probably why Chaos is one of my favorite boon offers. Gods? That's the word, gods. Because he offers you some phenomenal boosts to your farming. Which, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know, farming's what I like to do. Farming is the most important thing in the game, because it makes it so that you actually get further in the game much faster and much easier. There we go. Boom, knock you into the wall there, get you out of the way, get you out of the way. Again, just really focusing on trying to isolate enemies, getting enemies into walls. It's just what Poseidon does well. There we go. And done. Took one hit there, but not too bad. Hits a wider area and more damage. Yep, that's exactly what I want. That is not good for me. I will take the Supernova, thank you. Anything else in here? Doesn't look like it. We got Charon or money. So Charon isn't worth seeing at this point, so we're gonna go get some money. Because obviously we don't have enough to clear out the shop when we go see him. So, better for me to wait for the final shop in the map, because you will, I think you're always offered Charon as one of the final room options whenever you leave a map. Or whenever you're about to leave a map, whenever you fight a boss, I should say. Oh, butterfly, okay. And there we go. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of her. Get rid of him. Get him into the wall over there. Break these two up. And boom. Boom. Nice. A little bit of money. I don't think there's anything else in this room. There is not. So we got, ooh, Demeter and Poseidon. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to take Poseidon first here. Because I would like, I think the first one you pick gives you a higher rarity boon. Not 100% sure on that. So from here, Poseidon's Aid, Ocean's Bounty is really good. I don't think I want that just yet, so I'm going to go for Poseidon's Aid. That's what I want. Just to really start stacking some more knockback, and that was the one I was waiting for, so that I can make better use of. Oh, don't go in that! Don't go in that! Let's just fire some beams over there and run away. Oh, jeez, that's a rough wrath from her. Oh, Joe, don't go in there. Okay, we're just gonna have Poseidon Wrath out of there. Use that beam to just laser beam a little bit. Get a nice AoE. This... and I can't get in there. I can't get in there. There we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, there we go. Man, she sucks when you make her mad. Which I guess is kind of in canon for her. Okay. There we go. So got a little bit of nice imperviousness there from the call that saved me a little bit of damage right there. And... oh, come on. Oh, jeez, I got stuck in that. Man, that sucked. Now I might be in some bad shape. This might not be the best situation here. Demeter, what do you have? We get some healing, cast lasts longer, and inflicts chill. That sounds pretty good for what we got. I don't really need the healing effect, so we'll go for that. We'll see how that does. Now we got Power Palm, or we got some more money. I think I'm going to take money here. It's a little bit late for Power Palms to be affecting me all that much, so if I can... Whew. Okay, well that's an effective little bit of death and beams here. I hate flame chariots. I absolutely hate flame chariots. I think everyone does, since they actually created an item that you can get from the purple Charon shops that specifically makes so that they won't spawn, which is just hilarious to me. Because it's like, yeah, we know nobody likes these, so let's just make it so you don't have to deal with these. You can literally pay money to never have to deal with these guys. And I'll just set that bomb off over there. No. And you can see, again, I'm using Poseidon a lot here, just to keep... Ah, that hurt. There we go. I'll use it again, just to try and keep the chariots off my back, because I really hate flame chariots, and I don't have the health to really deal with them at this point. Ooh, a fishing point. Yes, I will go fishing. La-di-da, la-di-di, give me something pretty. Hopefully a diamond. You can actually very rarely, it's a very low drop rate, actually get diamonds from Poseidon's boons and from fishing. I think it's like a 0.6% chance or something like that. Got a carp, nice. I think that's some gemstones when you take them back to the Huzama, what's it? And we got Artemis, an epic Artemis fight. I don't know if I'll survive that fight, so I might not go in there. Instead, let's go get a Centaur Heart. I think this will be the fight against Asterius, and with my current build, I don't think I'll survive fighting him as I am right now. Ooh, but we got a nice fountain. I will definitely take the fountain. Thank you very much. Okay, we got money, or we got Patroclus? Patroclus is what I call him. And he's going to give us some... Ooh, I'm definitely going to go see him, because he will restore all uses of Death Defiance, which is exactly what I want. Exactly what I want. Oh, I can't wait. And I'm trying to get the relationship up between these two, so I'm definitely trying to give nectar to Patroclus, yes. Yep. You and Achilles, that's him. Him and Achilles have a good relationship. After the end, dulls feeling. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, all uses of Death Defiance, please. Please and thank you. So now we can be a little bit more aggressive. I think I'll go for I'm actually going to go for a heart here. I can use a little bit more tankiness. I still don't have any defensive buffs, really, other than the chill effects from Demeter, which definitely help. And I've got, you know, the little bit of a boost from the dashing from Hermes, but definitely could use a little bit more. Boom. Boom. Go away. Slam you against the wall. Slam you against the wall. Do a nice little bit of dashing around there. There we go. Nope. Oh, I didn't get to him in time. Come on. I can do better than this. I was at full health at the start of this. So like I said, Elysium's a tough fight, especially since I've got bonus health and bonus enemies on. So it adds up a lot when you're fighting these guys. There we go. Okay. Because you gotta try and kill them as quickly as possible, which becomes an issue when there's more of them and they got more health. Just jump on in here. Nope, you're not rearming, thank you very much. Just break them all up here, break them all up, break them all up. Keep setting off that Phoenix egg, and deal with her. Break them all up here, break them all up, break them up. Get out of here, get out of the Phoenix egg. And I think that's going to be it. There we go, nice. A little bit of tankiness. What do we got here? Some money. The money might be worth it since we do... Ooh. Oh, but there's a Daedalus Hammer there, other than Chaos. I think I'm a little bit too late for Chaos, and this will be the final one before the boss. So, I think the Daedalus Hammer is a better investment, so I'm going to take the money here. I'm going to take the money and then the Daedalus Hammer, because I'm going to get, ooh, 600 some, so 600 times 6 times 15. I get a fair amount of health, or not health, money at the end of this. Oh, where's my casts? Where are my casts? There they are. Good thing I had those on me. Super helpful when I'm trying to kill these guys quickly. And we'll just Poseidon these guys. There we go. Good place for that cast to be. And there we go. Get rid of you, please. That egg should kill him or not. Perfect, just what I wanted. And die, please. Okay. So we get 80. Not my best showing at an Infernal Trove, but that's okay. It's still gonna stack nicely. And yeah, we're gonna go for the Daedalus Hammer over the Chaos Gate this time. I don't really like the idea of fighting... Ooh. Ooh. So Shadow Slash, I think, is my pick here. Snap Nova is pretty good. Just for mobility, but this is really solid against dealing with bosses. I already got a lot of mobility from my dashes, so I'm going to take the Shadow Slash with the idea of killing the bosses easier. Now let's see how we do, in this case, against Asterius and Theseus. It is indeed me again. Ow. Let's not get hit again, shall we? And you can see, I'm already doing a little bit more damage from my backstabs here. Yeah, there we go. That is indeed a nice little buff against the bosses, which I really appreciate, because the bosses are really the important ones to try and kill. Again, with Poseidon, I've got a lot of ability to clear rooms pretty simply, so it's more important that I have better tools for dealing with the bosses. Ow. And the bonus dashes are also super useful. Don't underestimate the different boosts. Oh, Dionysus, okay. Don't underestimate the different boosts that Hermes is going to offer you. Stuff like getting sturdy from dashes sounds like it's not going to be that big of a deal, but then you get 2 extra dashes. Or an extra dash, honestly, normally to me, compared to the other ones, doesn't sound that useful, but it is super good. And now we're just going to wave strike the crap out of these guys with Poseidon. Nice and safe and invincible. Hit him again. Okay, there we go. And you can see, it's pretty much impossible for Theseus to hit me with his spear here, just because I can dodge around so much. And I'm also getting a nice little bit of damage resistance from the dodge as well, which is definitely helping me out. And I took a hit. Dumb hit, but I should be able to recover from it. I don't think they're going to get me down again. Go ahead and kill Theseus here. Ow. I thought I would still be invulnerable there a little bit. Let's get those on him. Ow. Go ahead and be invulnerable again for a little bit. And you can see the casts just melting him down when I can keep him in there. And if I can, I would really like to get the duo boon between Poseidon and Demeter, because the cast duo boon for them is phenomenal. I've never actually had it, but it looks phenomenal. And I'm getting some nice backstabs, and he should die here. There we go, beautiful. So not too bad, and you can see again, Poseidon, just a solid second choice for doing big AoE, keeping them on their toes, keeping them away. Love that shit. I really like, this is one of those things about Supergiant I love, because this one shade of yours that's a fan, he doesn't show up until you've beat Asterius and Theseus a few times. And then he's like, yeah, whoa, go for it. Which just, it's such a nice, fun little touch. Love it. So for here, because I'm lower on my defense, I'm going to take the Mermaid Embracer. Normally, because I'm going to be fighting the final boss here, which, by the way, spoilers ahead, I'm going to start talking about the final boss here. So here's your warning, spoilers. If you have not seen the end of this game, turn off now, go somewhere else. 3, 2, 1. So fighting the final boss, Hades, your dad, It's very important to have some sort of damage reduction, and I think that with the dashes I'll be able to get away from him fast enough that I should be able to beat him, because his spin attack is really what does a lot of damage to you, and if you can dodge out of range of that and then back in nice and quick, it's a very nice... It eliminates one of the main high damage attacks that he's going to do to you. So it's very nice to have the sort of mobility that I do. So from here... I think I'm just going to grab Hermes right away. 60% faster cast. I don't know how that scales with this. Deal bonus damage based on your bonus movement speed. That's okay. Side hustles. It's a little bit late for a side hustle, so let's try Flurry Cast. I don't really know what that's going to do, but we'll give it a shot. And we got a nice Elite Poseidon Boon here, which is exactly what I want. I'm just going to hide out here for a second. And then we'll... So here is one of the places where Poseidon's boons really shine. Because these are such small rooms, it's very easy to slam enemies into multiple walls. And if I had the wave-breaking boon, it would be an absolute slaughter fest taking these guys down. Because it's just massive wave explosions all over the place, and they really just don't stand a chance. There we go, and group all these guys up. Get them over there in the beams. There we go. Nice big AoEs. Nice big AoEs. And nice. Nice and easy. La-dee-dee-doo. Boom. So the one place the Dark Regeneration isn't phenomenal is actually these final levels because... Ah, shoot. There's no darkness here, as far as I can tell. You can get it occasionally from the purple Kayron shops that show up, but other than that, you don't actually have really any way to heal, which is sort of an issue. Ow, I'm getting my butt kicked here. Let's stay out of the poison. Get him into the wall over there. And we'll just finish him off with a cast, nice and easy. What do we got in the shop? So we got a little bit of healing. I'll probably grab this. There's not too much out there that I want. There was an Athena boon that I probably want to take. But other than that, I'm okay. I'm hoping for something solid from Poseidon here. Oh, we got this guy. Okay. Yeah. Nope, get back in the beams. Get back in the beams, please. Get out of here. Ow. And you see the Merman Embracer saving me a little bit of health right there. And I'm gonna go over here and bully this guy, and then get the heck out with my sweet bonus dashes from Hermes. Thank you, Hermes. Get out of here. And then we'll just go ahead and kill that guy. So again, taking advantage of cornered right there. And he's a little bit too far away for me to kill very easily. Boom. Okay, give me something good, Poseidon. Please, give me something good. We got a Razor Shoals, and we got a Typhoon's Fury. Here, I think we're gonna take Razor Shoals, just because it's actually deals damage against bosses, and I think that... How does that work? Wave pounding, your boons with knockway effects deal damage, bonus damage to bosses, so maybe... Nah, it won't scale off Rupture. But, you know, still a decent option. So here, we're gonna take the Artemis one. True Shot in replace for that? No, I don't think so, because that's not going to help me at all. Support fire, pressure points. I think pressure points is going to scale on the ice beam, so I'm going to try this one. I know it's only 3% and it looks really disappointing, but it does add up. And here we're going to go for the Power Palm. I think that these elite rooms, they seem to have a slightly higher chance of having the Satyr Sack in them. I could be completely wrong about that. It's just sort of like a feeling I have after playing for a little while. Would not be surprised to find out that I am 100% wrong about that. Nope, nothing there I want to get rid of. Okay. Just gonna get some beams going. And there we go. Okay. So the nice thing about the Rupture is that it does also scale off of my alt, and I'm now also getting my double curse damage bonus, which is very nice. Anything in here I missed? No. So when you're going through these rooms, it's very important that you look around because there's a whole ton of... Wow, I got it. Nice. I freaking nailed it. There is a whole ton... What do I want here? That's pretty solid. Bonus duration. Yeah, I'll go for bonus duration. Num num. What was I going on? There's a lot of those gold claws around which give you more money. I don't know if that you need to get the contractor upgrade to... yeah, I'll take the Poseidon's Aid one. To actually find them and make use... Ooh, yes, please, I will fish.
It's you or me, fishies.
Come on, fishies, what you got? What you got? You're in the river Styx, you're half dead, half alive. What do you have? Come on, there you go. Oh, a stone wall. That's cool. I've never... Stone whale, my bad. Never found that one before. Let's take a look at what that is. Yeah, read some lore here. The hard-headed, harpoon-nosed stone whale is an elusive species that feeds on lesser river creatures that dwell too close to the gates of the underworld, slaying them so that their little souls may then be eligible for the rest of the journey. Cool. So I don't think there's anything over here. Yeah, there's nothing over there I really need. So we're just going to fight the final boss here. I think this should be a pretty... simple fight. With the crystal beams, I'll have good continuous damage on him and I can kind of stand away and let them just tick him down if I need to. As well as I've got the improved backstab from the Shadow Slash, a couple curses that are going to give me a little bit more damage on him, and Chill is also really phenomenal for fighting this final boss, because slowing him down makes it so much easier. So much easier.
This everlasting winter, it's her doing, isn't it?
Then you are ignorant.
Ooh, I've never seen this text before. Cool, cool. So there's a little bit more going on between Demeter and Hades than I originally thought. So once again, if you haven't seen, if you haven't made it this far in the game yet, I'm gonna recommend that you avoid this because, or you should tune out because you don't really want to spoil this fight for yourself. It's pretty challenging. And it sort of is like, okay, you're finally good at the game if you reach here. Which, it's sort of like a treat. It's like, oh wow, you made it this far? Nice. Also, don't get hit by those skulls. Very, very bad when you do. Please no. So this... Let's just kill these as quickly as possible. Get some good cast or call damage on them. Try and kill the skulls so that I don't have to deal with that. There we go. So like I said, I think we've got a pretty solid boss killing build here. Just gotta get behind him and I'll do some bonus damage. And like I said, I can pretty easily dash out of his spin with all of these bonus dashes from Hermes. Damn. So what that does is it makes you take double damage, so you really, really want to avoid him if he manages to hit you with that. It's very, very bad for you. It's one of the #1 ways that he'll kill you really quickly. But, fortunately, I've got a ton of dashes, so it makes it much easier. And we're going to go ahead and just kick the crap out of him with my Greater Call here. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Not a big deal. Go ahead and just whack these guys. Okay. So now we're going to try and kill these with the casts. Ooh, that hurt. I'm not sure where I got hit from there. I think it was the splitter firing there. Please die. Okay. Okay. I gotta kill these, otherwise I'm gonna have to dodge here for a second. No, I'll just dodge, I guess. It's okay, I don't need it that bad. And again, having the extra dodges is just so good for this fight, because it's so important to be able to get away from him. Where did the other one he fired go? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize it's stuck inside you. Get out of the way. Oh, shoot. And so again, we can see the casts are really helping me out here. Get the Ruptured on him so that he takes a little bit more damage and I get a little bit of a damage boost against him, and there we go. So, you would think, and that's all there is to it. No, second pass. Now is for serious. No. Get rid of this. Nope. Gonna go ahead and just punch him a bunch with Poseidon, punch him a bunch with Poseidon, punch him a bunch with Poseidon, and then get the heck out of here. Because, darn, he got a good cheap hit on me right there. Ooh, get away from these. So these green jars are terrible. They do so much damage to you. Oh, he got me right there. But I think I still got this. Not too worried about it. Kill these. I'm surprised he hasn't beamed yet, actually. Oh, nope, nope. Haha. Get some more beams on him here. And we got the greater call, so I think this is the end of him here. Because, just like that, we got him. Just like that. So, as we can see, I even said it right at the beginning, I'm going to be trying to take Poseidon and Demeter here. They combo really well together, especially with the crit sword. So, that is how you can try and make use of Poseidon. I didn't build him as main as I wanted, but...
Very sore right now.
And the name of someone very sore right now, sure, whatever that means. He did prove important in the control of the battlefield there. So, pretty much in every single battle you saw there, I was pushing enemies away, making it so that I could deal with them one at a time. I was able to eventually apply a second curse with him, which increased my damage quite a lot. And yeah, other than that, I could just rely on Demeter to really deal damage, since I could force everyone else away, and the slow from her really helping out with that as well. So, yeah, and of course, when I first started this game, I didn't actually like the backstab mechanic. I thought it was too hard to do, but it sort of falls in the same category as Poseidon, where it starts to be, as you get better at the game, you get better at managing the battlefield, so you can actually get behind enemies more consistently. And it is extremely helpful for when you're fighting the final boss and just bosses in general. So, yeah, I guess this is saying what my key... I don't know why you can select these and turn them off and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to do. So maybe we'll just go over really quickly. We got our Frost Strike, Tempest Flourish, Crystal Beam, Hunter Dash, Poseidon's Aid, which is really nice, Aspect of the Nemesis, Slothful Eclipse, which is... This actually ended up being really important for keeping me healthy a lot of the game. Frozen Touch was okay, didn't really do that much. Wave Pounding, pretty good. 20% damage increase means that my Flourish was doing 146% damage against the final boss, which is pretty sweet. Some better cast, long cast effect and inflicting chill, better Nova. This actually was key, was these sprints given to me by Hermes. I said it a lot during the gameplay, but having multiple dashes and then the ability to move faster after dashes is very key for dodging the final boss, as you saw there. His spin attack with just 1 or 2 dashes is really difficult to get out of range of, or to have to actually time to dodge. So Greatest Reflex and Hyper Sprint helped out quite a lot there. Heaven's Vengeance didn't do very much. Shadow Slash is great. Flurry Cast, I don't think this actually did anything, but you know, whatever, I took it anyway. Razor Shoals was nice because it got that second activation for me from the curse. The what is it? Up at the top over here. I don't think it's going to let me see it, but the 20% increase, the 40% increase, I should say, to damage to an enemy afflicted by 2 or more curses. I didn't see pressure points ever happen, but, you know, sometimes that's okay. Yeah. Wow, I've only got 2 clears with 2 weapons. I thought I'd cleared twice a few times. A nice little Titan Blood upgrade. Ooh. And then we can go ahead and leave. Sorry about that, my camera battery actually died there. So yeah, pretty successful run overall. I hope that you found that instructional and a good demonstration of how you can use Poseidon in conjunction with other gods to really run solid runs. I got a nice Chaos Boon or 2 there, and overall, solid run. I really enjoyed it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this as well. Hope you learned something. If you found this video valuable, please consider liking and subscribing down below, and I will see you next time. But remember, there is no escape.